out. As we said, this group kind of coming in, a tough game against Plymouth. I think there's a lot of learning moments, but with Emma Hepler coming back from the COVID protocols and not for contact tracing, her coming back, the big thing is, yeah, you're going to have that shooting touch come back, but you're going to have that leadership off the bench and on the floor that this team just kind of missed there just for a little bit because Emma does so much of that.
Yeah, she's a leader. She's energetic. She's in your face. She's ready to go. She wants to play, and you can tell missing those last two games, it's been itching at her. I saw her pregame during the JV game just ready to get out on the floor and play.
You know, and when we sit there, and like I said, and usually it's not quiet when Emma's here. You got to hear it, and it was noisy for a little bit.
It was noisy, yeah.
And I mean, Emma, and plus she brings but you got other players down there. We see this group during volleyball. We know when they hit tough moments, they can bounce back and start playing tough when things hit at their hardest. And this group here, like I said, got a tough stretch ahead of them. But those games without Emma, I think you had some growing pains. There were some things that when you lose that shooter, and like you said on the outside, it kind of exposes things for us. But with having her back, it should allow Kinsey and Taren to kind of relax out there in the guard spots. Having that shooter back, you don't have to really push yourself shooting now. You can kind of relax a little bit, and you have that more options and not just one.
Well, with the addition of Emma Hepler, teams are going to focus on her because they know Emma's the shooter. You know, it's her senior year. She's been doing this for 2-3 years at the varsity level now. So that's going to open up opportunities inside for Abbey Viers and Lexia Hostrawser and see if they can get going and produce some points and then take the stress off of all of the guards.
And like you said, it's going to be a tough task. 55 points on average for the Lady Jays coming in, allowing 42 points a game. Triton scoring 40 points a game and allowing 36. So defensively, Triton's there, but they got to really be on top of their game and really crash those boards tonight. So that being said, about 20 seconds away, we'll have national anthem starting lineups, and we'll be right back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the North Judson Blue Jays and your Triton High School Lady Trojans. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we'd like to welcome North Judson as our guest at tonight's game. At this time, we ask that all fans please rise. Gentlemen, kind of remove your hats as we will honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Now, let's introduce our starting lineup.
Donald has the starting lineup for us.
The North Judson Lady Blue Jays. Number 10, Abbey Viers. Number 14, Olivia Crooked. Number 24, Adeline Harper. Number 30, Sophia Frazier. And number 32, Lillian Frazier. North Judson's varsity coach is Chris Neubauer. Now, the starters for your Triton Lady Trojans. Number 4, Taren Yates. Number 4,
Kaden, who we got starting for both teams?
For the visiting Blue Jays, we have Abby Chambers, Olivia Burkett, Adeline Harper, Sophia Frazier, and Lillian Frazier. And for the Triton Trojans, the normal starting 5 back with Emma Hepler, Taren Yates, Kinsey Atkins, Emma Hepler, Abbey Viers, and Lexia Hostrawser.
So we'll see with this group getting a little bit of a Christmas break, having a game in between them. Don't usually see these, but with COVID and everything the way it's are, we're going to see these games like this kind of pop up.
Yeah, and this is a rarity. This game was technically supposed to have been Triton's last home game, and it got really moved up just so they can get all their other conference games moved in with some of the other schools that had more issues than Triton has had.
So good they were able to move this one up and make it happen. So Abbey Viers will go against senior Abby Chambers. So it's a tale of two Abbeys down there to tip this one off. As the Lady Jays come in, we'll see what they can do here as they ride. Ball's up. We're underway at the trench. Kinsey Atkins controls it. The Trojans are going to have possession on this opening tip. Atkins going to work right. Going to go to host or left. Go to a Hostrawser. Back on top to Emma Hepler. Frazier's out there on her. That might be a good matchup to watch with Lillian Frazier coming out and take away Emma Hepler. 3-ball for Taren Yates off the front iron. Back at the backboard. No good. Frazier with the basketball now. Quickly up in transition across court there to Harper. Kick out. Goes to Burkett. She'll drive. Tipped there by Viers. Going to be picked up by Frazier. Back iron, no good. Rebound's going to be fought for. Chambers has got it down there. We're going to get a jump ball call. It's going to belong to Lady Jays.
Triton appears to be in a box and one where Kinsey Atkins is face guarding Lillian Frazier. Look for the Blue Jays to try to exploit that height differential there.
Lillian Frazier, step back jumper on the elbows, knocks off the mark. A nice rebound there by Hostrawser. Kind of good box out there against Chambers. Yates with the basketball past the half-court line. She's going to work back up here. Top the key, kicks to Kinsey Atkins. On top to Hostrawser. Tipped by Lillian Frazier. She's going to have a free lane to the basket. No one's going to catch her. She's going to go up and in for two, an easy 2. Stealing basket there for Lillian Frazier, and the Lady Jays strike first. On to Hepler. Now that is a kind of an interesting matchup, bringing Lillian Frazier, probably one of your better players, out on Emma Hepler. That's some serious respect for Emma Hepler out there on that one.
Ooh. Some risky passes against this very good North Judson defense.
Yates might have, it's close. Hostrawser up straight away. Kicks them to the left side here to Kinsey Atkins. Back on top to Yates. Last time out, 16 points for her. Kicks on over to Emma Hepler in the corner. On top to Viers, inside that 2-point line. Back to Yates. She attempted a 3 in the first shot of the game. Back to Atkins in the corner. Trying to open up. Working against this defense of North Judson.
I'm not upset at this offensive possession. North Judson can't score 55 points a game if they never get the ball.
It's like we say in football, the clock is your friend. Yates for a catch-and-shoot 3 off the mark. Rebound to Hostrawser. She'll go back up strong and can't get the roll. Frazier with the rebound. Going to kick up to Lillian Frazier. Sister to sister on that one. She's going to take it coast to coast up and no good. Yates tips it to Hostrawser, who tips it right back to her. Frazier slow to get up. Yates now in transition. No look pass to Kinsey Atkins. She's got to look from 3. She's going to pull away from it. Can't get that one to go, just off the mark there. Viers hits the ground hard as Chambers comes away with it. Back to Lillian Frazier. Frazier for 3. Off the mark. Short of the mark, as Kaden said. Chambers now on the baseline. Had a look. He should have turned and looked there. As Lillian Frazier with an out. Back to Sophia here.
And boxing out is going to be essential in this game as North Judson. Some of these girls are towering over the Trojan defenders.
And this is a team or school, 4 seasons of 20 wins or more. As we get our first foul of the game, we'll send Chambers to the line for 2. That's going to be on Lexia Hostrawser. It'll be her first personal foul. As I just said a moment ago, this team of Neubauer, 4 consecutive 20-win seasons. Tough group out here, very talented group.
They know how to win. It's in their blood. And once you get that taste of winning that many games in a year, you never want it to go away. So they're going to do everything they can to keep winning at a high success rate.
Chambers gets both of those to go. We'll go back here in a little bit of a press look for the Lady Jays. Up the Hostrawser. Nice job, Emma Hepler to go up, split the middle, but Lillian Frazier comes through there. They're going to probably get her on a reach.
Lexia just turned quick enough for that call to happen. Good job by her, good awareness.
Judson foul, number 32.
As Hepler comes over here to the near side, she'll inbound. Goes back to Atkins. Burkett's going to be on her. Atkins goes to the right wing. Double team now there for the Lady Jays. Emma Hepler dribbles out of it. Back to Hostrawser. Nice feed down low and puts it in. 2-point ball game. Triton hits her first field goal.
The assist from Emma Hepler.
And whoever runs that point guard on that has to be aware that, I mean, we saw it in the JV game, that point to wing pass, Judson likes to go and trap it. Good job, Emma Hepler, to break it by herself, but some other girls need to step up and help there in that situation.
Nice defense there as Yates knocked that one away on the right wing. Goes down. Chambers going to jump the route, and it'll go out of bounds. And it'll stay here with the Lady Trojans. 4:22 to go. 4-2. Lady Jays out in front. Hepler just kind of walks inbounds there. Nice. Tries to feed Hostrawser a little too high, but Yates with the hustle play gets it back in. Banks open for Lexia Hostrawser.
Lexia Hostrawser, the
nice hustle play by Taren Yates to go out of bounds and get that one and kick it back to her team. And that was a good play right there.
I think that might have been what, if you ask Coach Heckaman, that's how he drew it up.
Feeds down to Sophia Frazier. She saves it. Hepler got a piece of it. Kinsey Atkins there gets it before Burkett gets there.
I thought Frazier might have stepped out when she saved that ball.
Yates on the far side. Goes to Viers. Kicks on over to Kinsey Atkins on the left wing. Back to Yates. She'll drive. Going against Frazier. Floaters up. It kind of runs out. Hostrawser with the putback. She's got 6. Triton takes the first lead of the ball game. That was a nice job by Hostrawser to stay with that one, get that rebound. Go. She's playing well inside the paint.
Yeah, and like I said pregame, if you make Lexia and Abbey, if you get them having a good game, that's going to open up that guard play, an inside-outside action.
And Coach Heckaman, that's what he talks about. That's what he likes, working inside out. Lillian Frazier with a deep 3 off the side iron. Now it's going to be tipped around there, and it's going to stay right here, as they're going to say it went out on Triton. As we'll have Jordan Dusek checking in.
Substitution for the Lady Blue Jays, number 11, Jordan Dusek.
Got about 79, 80 people watching tonight.
If you need a roster, you can go to our website. Got them on there.
Oh, blocked by Yates on the Frazier 3. Yates gets it back. Nice job. Yates on transition, looked away. Gets someone kind of hard time getting that one passed out there. Nice defense there by Harper. Trying to go back down. Chambers, nice job of her to get position and knock that one away. Frazier now gets all the way through. Feeds Sophia Frazier. Banks open for that young lady. 6-all is back our score.
Sophia Frazier.
You notice there that basket was possible because all of the Trojans there, they tried to stop the ball. No one stopped the extra pass there. Just miscommunication that comes with the game. So
Yates gets trapped over there in the corner. Got to get some help. We're going to get a timeout for Coach Heckaman. I think that's a good spot to take a timeout. You're kind of in a good spot. You got to go back out and keep the troops going. I think that's a good spot for a timeout.
Yeah, they look like North Judson really pulled their defense clear out there, almost getting that trap clear half court, and so that should open up a lot more court space they should be able to take advantage of. So I think he's going to point that out. And
these girls, you got to give them props from what they've kind of learned. You can see that there's a definite change. The ball movement is better. The defense is a little bit better. Yeah, you got your few mistakes out there. You're going to see it with high school kids, but yet this group here makes me feel really good watching them come out here in this first quarter. This is a different team, a team that's really grown over since the last time we saw them.
Yeah, they're playing well, but we have to remember it's a 4-quarter game.
Yep.
You know, it's not a 3.5 quarter. It's not a 3-quarter game. It's a full quarter game.
It's not a JV 2-quarter game.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, Triton held their own. I mean, it was a 1-point ball game there, and at the end of those 2 quarters where Judson won 11-10. But, you know, like Kaden said, there's 4 quarters, sometimes 5 and 6. It depends on how far you want to go.
We'll take as much as possible.
Hepler gets trapped in the corner. Dusek in there trying to get it away from her. Feeds up to Viers. Viers keeps it. On to Yates. She's in the low block. She'll go up strong. Bank is open for Taren Yates, and Triton regains the lead.
Taren Yates.
Nice job trying there, being patient, not getting flustered with that trap, and getting that ball where it needed to go. Lillian Frazier circling on. Kinsey Atkins face guarding her, staying right with her. Shots up for Harper, no good. Sophia Frazier with a putback, and she'll go to the line for an and one opportunity. That's going to be on Abbey Viers, be her first personal.
Only the third total foul for each team.
Yep.
So.
And these two teams, I mean, there's both sides are very physical. You know, and that's the kind of thing you want to see.
They're letting them play in this first quarter. I like that a little bit.
So Frazier gets that one to go, and the Lady Jays back up by 1. Yates now with the basketball, goes cross court over to Kinsey Atkins, back to Hepler. Hepler working against Frazier. She's been known to knock that ball away and go coast to coast. Hostrawser trying to find a place to go with it. Picked up her dribble. Goes to Yates. Minute 20 to go. Triton's offense very patient. Kinsey Atkins, she'll dial long range and goes. A good look, but it'll hit the top of the backboard. And that'll go out. That was the right look. And I mean, that's kind of one thing you want to see. Kinsey's getting more confident. She's going to shoot that shot, but hey, shooters have got to shoot. You can't sit there and not shoot.
Yeah, take a dribble, set your feet. She kind of off balance there when she let that one go, but yeah, at least they're shooting the ball tonight.
I think she was startled. She was open.
Yeah.
That open when she got it until she got configured. It kind of went off her hands a little off.
Hepler gets a piece of that one, knocks it away, and Taren Yates now going to push it in full court. Dusick is going to get it right back for the Lady Jays. Goes back. Lillian Frazier transition threes up and off the side iron, no good. Dusick will fight for the rebound in the corner. Emma Hepler's all over. Harper now with it outside the three-point line. She'll try to work herself back out. Goes reset. Frazier trying to get possession then by the free throw line. Nice job by Kinsey Atkins to hold with her.
And Triton has done a fairly well job in this boxing one defense. The face guarding has only, I think, 5 points have come from the actual set defense. The other 4 have been on fast break points. So I don't look for Coach Heckaman to veer away from that anytime soon.
Yep,
that one's going to go out of bounds on the Lady Jays. Triton gets back. I've been watching while you were talking there. Kinsey's defense on Lillian Frazier has been awesome in this first quarter. She is sticking to her like I think she was told, that's who you got. You're going to stick tight to her and hang on.
Is that one of them? She's supposed to find out what flavor of gum she's got at the end of the game?
I always like that. Find what flavor. I want to know what flavor gum that is. Bules uses that signature spin move to work against Frazier. Back to Yates.
6 seconds. Got to watch the clock here.
To Hostrawser. Pulls it back. Got to get it up. Got 1 second. And it's going to be in the first quarter. Triton's going to trail by 1 to the Lady Jays. 9-8. As we look there, a couple things between these two coaches. 3 sectional titles between the two. Neubauer has 2 in the back-to-back years, 18 and 19. And Heckaman with his 1 back in 2011. Note back, the last time Triton is 6-6 with Coach Heckaman at the helm against these Lady Jays. And that win was coming back in the 2015-2016 season. And Neubauer 4-1 against this Trojan team in his years of coaching at North Judson. I got bored today at lunch, so I looked up stuff.
Lexia Hostrawser leading the Trojans with 6 points, and Sophia Frazier leading North Judson with 5. As far as fouls, we just got a handful of fouls. Nobody's even got 2 fouls, just a couple ones. So looking really good there. Turnovers really 3 to 4, so that's really cut down, and they're playing a lot better.
And like you said, with that going forward, they are playing better. Yeah, you're gonna have your mistakes, but yet how this group has really evolved. You know, this is kind of that group that before Emma was gone that played Knox. This was kind of that group before Knox kind of took off. This was the group that we saw playing a tough Knox team. Mm-hmm. This is exactly what you want to see.
Yeah.
And that's a North Judson team. Only lost by 2 to Knox, and I'm telling you what, Knox is going to run the conference. That was tough as that team looks.
Yeah, they've played all of the stronger opponents already, haven't they?
I believe so.
So I don't see them falling off anytime soon.
They're on an 11-game win streak. So like I said, these two teams played Knox better than what the stats would have showed, but yet Triton really looking good in that first quarter as well as the Lady Jays. Triton hold them there to 9 points, single digits in that first quarter.
2-3 zone for the Blue Jays. Look for, high-low action. Just like that.
Viers thought she was going to have a little bit of contact on that shot. Down court to Burgett, too high. Bules is going to push, and I think she's going to, ooh.
Yep.
Okay, I was going to say, thought we called a foul.
I think the first time North Judson played Knox, that's not counting towards the conference.
Was that a tournament?
Was that a tournament? Didn't say tournament next to it.
No, they play them twice in a season.
Oh, okay. Well, they counted it on the thing, didn't they?
Not positive, but I think I read on Twitter that might not have been the conference game.
Burkett misses that one, and Hostrawser gets the rebound. Back up to Yates. Harper's going to be right there to wait on her. Yates takes off. She'll go baseline, getting pushed. I think they're going to call Harper with the body.
Yeah, when Yates' whole upper body gets shoved sideways about a foot, you got to call that one.
The starting 5 out there for the Lady Jays in both Lillian and Sophia Frazier, Chambers, Harper, and Burkett. Out there for the Trojans, you're going to have Emma Hepler inbounding, Kinsey Atkins, Hostrawser, Abbey Viers, and Jaelyn Bules, the 5 out there for the Trojans. Hepler gets in the corner. Nice defense there by Frazier to close out the shooter. And she jumps right in there and reaches and knocks that one away. Kinsey Atkins going to try to disrupt it. Nice attempt, but Lillian Frazier showing off why she's a tough matchup. And she gets that one to go, and the Lady Jays extend their lead out to 3. Atkins goes to Bules. So they try to work it around the perimeter here. Bules dribbles in, kicks out to Atkins.
Got to get some movement here.
Viers trying to open up Emma Hepler.
Ooh, someone fell.
Viers gets down low, tries to go up and gets the friendly roll. Nice job by Abbey Viers to get that pass drawn in. Triton trails by 1.
Friendly spin on that ball.
Burkett with it now, goes over here to the right wing to Harper. Back to Sophia Frazier. She'll try a 3, just short of the mark. Rebounds will be fought for, but Lillian Frazier comes in, gets it back, draws the foul, and will go to the line for 2. That might be on Hostrawser. Might be her second personal.
I think you're.
And it is.
Yep.
Triton foul number 32.
I thought maybe they were going to get Bules with that one. She was in the vicinity.
Frazier's first free throw tickles the twine for that one. As Yates will check in for Hostrawser with those 2 fouls. Keep an eye on that one. But she played extremely well. 6 points in that first quarter, as Kenny said. Frazier just off the mark there. Yates tips that one around. She's going to hang on to it.
Well, that's their first miss at the line, 4 or 5.
This team, they seem to be very disciplined at the free throw line. I don't imagine them missing very many free throws tonight. It has to come down to that.
Yates outside the three-point line, goes to Bules. Here to the near side to Kinsey Atkins. Viers with it straight away, kicks it back to Yates. Hepler trying to find separation there away from Frazier. Yates will draw on the dribble drive. Tries to feed it back to Bules, but Chambers jumps in there and knocks it away. Frazier up court, high pass to Burkett. She brings it down. Back on top to Lillian Frazier. She'll step back for 3. Gets it to go. Lillian Frazier gets out and going to timeout for North Judson following that 3.
Yeah, that's actually their first 3 of the night. They're out of 6 attempts. So.
Either team.
Yeah.
Either team's first 3.
Oh, well, so we're all back since Christmas. Anybody get anything interesting, fun to? I got the full season of The Office.
Oh, that's right.
That's a good gift. That's the gift that keeps on giving. I don't have to worry about commercials.
That's nice.
Makes a difference.
Just a normal.
Just normal.
Simple. Simple.
Oh, I had to give another haircut again last night.
I didn't even notice.
No, not me. I didn't. No, I had to give another haircut.
Oh.
I had to give another. Jackson decided he got more of the trains that move and.
Did he get the George Clooney?
I'm about ready to shave his head. I'm telling you right now, he keeps moving those trains around and he wraps up his hair. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, I remember.
Come on, man.
My boys were when they were small. One of them I think had a little one that called Jet that Trent had, and I think it got in his hair that we had. I don't think we had to cut it out, but I remember it was like, that one's getting put up.
Yeah. I like the fact he wants to play with his trains, but some of the ones that can have batteries and will not have batteries from now on, just until we learn not to put them in our hair. So Emma Hepler is going to work it up to Taren Yates. We'll see what these two teams do. Come out of the timeout. High pass for Taren Yates on over here to Kinsey Atkins. Going to go to Bules. She's going to work it down into the paint. Frazier comes to close her out on defense. Bules somehow knocks it back to Kinsey Atkins. Yates has got to look from the right wing. It's up. It's in. Taren Yates gets that one to go as Triton now trails by 2. Frazier will bring it up for the Lady Jays. Will leave it for Harper. Goes over here to Burkett. Harper into the corner to Frazier. Back to Burkett. She'll drive. Goes up strong. Not sure what happened there. It'll go out on North Judson as Freshman Addyson Viers will check in for sister Abby as she gets a break. So this will kind of be a big learning moment here for Addyson Viers. And she gets ready to face a very tough interior for these Lady Jays.
I was watching down on this last possession. I don't know why Lillian Frazier just doesn't turn and post up Kinsey Atkins. I mean, there's 7 inches of height differential there. Should be an easy bucket every time.
Unless Kinsey's thinking she's Addison. You never know. Yates goes to the floater. Nice job by Lady Jays to disrupt the shot. And Frazier's going to get in transition. Kicks on up to Harper. She's going to go.
Behind you. Behind you.
Goes to Frazier. Sophia Frazier goes to the line. She'll get caught in between. They're going to call it travel as both players went straight up.
Yeah, they didn't move. Yep.
Triton patient against this full court pressure. Frazier's knocked a few away here.
She does a really nice job of baiting the defense, or baiting the offense rather, to throw that ball. Ooh.
I think they're going to call Chambers on a wraparound, possibly.
Yep. Hold. Defensive holding. 10-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Judson, number 10, Chambers.
That's going to be her first, team's third.
Atkins to inbound. Looking, got to get it in. Goes up to Bules.
We've seen a couple 5-second calls. I think one in the last 2 games each.
Yates now here goes the countdown. So throw it up to Bules in the corner. Sophia Frazier out there on her. Bules uses that spin move. Tries to get some separation. Fadeaways up but short of the mark as Lillian Frazier gets the rebound. She looks down court. Goes up to Sophia. Bules trying to close out. She's up. Left hand. It's good. 4-point ball game. Hepler inbound. As it was Frazier to Frazier. Nice pass, nice basket. Hepler up to Bules. And a timeout for Coach Heckaman as he tries to straighten things out as his team trails by 4.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
They have to move better without the basketball. They have to screen a little better, get each other open. Because then right now, Judson's just out denying passing lanes, and instead of back cutting and leaving space for other people, they just keep popping up higher and higher. And the farther out you go, the further away you are from the basket, the harder it is to score. So move better without the basketball. Get yourself in some easy point situations.
Kind of go back to how you were saying, like we were talking about in the first quarter. They moved well without the basketball. The ball movement was well. You got to go back to that. You got to remember, hey, it's going to be a long game. Come right back. You were able to do it in the first quarter. Just keep doing it. And this is one of those teams that this right here, this is a game that's going to really test you for when you get ready for sectional play, because this is a tough team. I'm going to straight up tell you, this North Judson team is very talented. And, I mean, there's a reason why they've gotten 20 wins the last 4 seasons. They're that good. And this group here, Triton can't. They have the potential to be that good. They have the potential. The pieces are there. They just got to start believing themselves, have that confidence, and consistently put that together.
Yeah, confidence is a bigger thing than I think people realize. You see a couple shots not fall your way. It's easy to not want to shoot the ball anymore, but you can't get that in your head. You got to trust in yourself, trust in your teammates, and know that eventually something is going to happen and go your way.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Kaden.
Oh, wide open.
Emma Hepler gets down low, but Lillian Frazier comes in with a swat and knocks it away. Abbey Viers checking back in. So we got the Viers sisters out there in the low block for the Trojans as Kinsey Atkins goes to inbound. Hepler trying to get freed up. Atkins goes up high to Addyson Viers. Kicks it back to Yates. She'll step back for a 3. She got one to hit. Can't get that one to go. Frazier and Viers fighting for it, but they're going to knock away. Addyson Viers knocks it away.
Oh, Mr. Addyson Viers had an angle there.
Atkins down the right wing. Back on top to Addyson Viers.
Yep.
Lillian Frazier knocked away, but Emma Hepler runs it down.
That's too far of a pass, especially against that good of a defender.
And she closes out in a hurry when she comes in there on defense.
Yeah, she's like a first-round pick cornerback.
Somebody's ready for football this weekend.
Maybe.
Burkett gets a piece. That one, Kinsey Atkins is going to be patient here, be smart. Burkett spins away, loses her. She'll go up for an easy 2. 19-13 is our score as Atkins will bring it up for the Trojans. They try to answer back. Like Cade says, got to watch those long passes because North Judson's baiting them into that one.
Oh, they're throwing the 15, 17-foot passes. That's not going to cut it against a team who's wanting to get out and pressure the ball, deny these passes. I mean, right there.
Atkins now going to work against Burkett. Kicks back to Viers on the right elbow.
Yep. Ball screen, good
Work.
denial.
As Atkins down the corner. Feeds Viers. Kicks it back. Trying to reset now with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's a 6-point ball game. North Judson out in front. Yates now with Harper out there on her. Back on to Atkins. Only one substitution thus far for the Lady Jays. Yates wanted that one, pulls it back. She'll go through the lane, but I think we're going to get a foul on the floor as she tried to go on the way through there. Be the 4-team foul on the Lady Jays, and that's going to be on Harper.
Her second.
As Dusek will check back in for Burkett.
Substitution for Lady Blue Jays, number 11, Jordan Dusek.
Atkins to inbound. Feeds Addyson Viers back out to Yates. Step back two. It's up high. She had to kind of get that one up there in a hurry as Lillian Frazier comes away with a big rebound. She comes past the half-court line. Go back to Sophia Frazier. Harper with it now straight away. Back to Dusek. Nice closeout defense there by Abbey Viers to take away that three.
And a good job by Addyson Viers, too, who saw sister Abby leave, and that left a wide open player down in the post, and Addison covered where she was supposed to be.
Yates now with it, following the rebound there. She'll bring it up slow. Frazier kind of come in there and double her. That was close. Hepler keeps it alive. Lillian Frazier's perimeter defense is just out. Her defense all over the floor is outstanding.
Yeah.
Addyson Viers goes with the hook shot. Can't get that one to go. Frazier with the rebound. Inside a minute to go. Lady Jays looking to attack again. Back to Sophia. She'll try another three. Just a back iron. That one there didn't quite want to drop. Trying it now with 40 seconds to go. See what they can do here to get another basket up on that board. Got to keep moving. Hepler now straight away. Onto the right wing to Atkins.
Did you see that play by Frazier there? She missed the jump on the pass, and she knew where Hepler was going to go, so she positioned herself and cut Hepler off that towards her right.
I'm telling you what, she is an outstanding defender, and you want to look how to defend that young lady knows how to do it.
Her basketball IQ is off the charts.
Fights to the screen. Took away that three from Hepler. 10 seconds to go. Got to get a shot up. Heckaman trying to call a timeout. Lillian Frazier knocks away a chance of the shot at the buzzer. She'll go up before the buzzer and gets it to go. She'll go line for the and one opportunity as we'll go into halftime. The foul, they're going to call it on Taren Yates, the 14 foul. As the Lady Jays are going to take a...
She's one of two at the line.
As they're going to take a 9-point lead into halftime. They lead 22-13. Kenny's going to have our point totals for us real quick.
Hopefully.
We'll find out.
Should be across once ever it pushes up over there.
Let the head honcho do the button pushing over here.
I think it's up.
Frazier got 8.
Who's reading it?
No, she got 11.
Okay, I'll read it.
Yes.
So Lillian Frazier leading the way, 11 points for that young lady, half the team's points. Sophia Frazier with 7 points, Chambers with 2, and Burkett with 2. Only one person in foul trouble is Harper with 2 fouls. For the Trojans, their Hostrawser with those 6 points in the first quarter. Taren Yates with 5, and Abbey Viers with 2 points. And like I said, Hostrawser with 2 fouls for her and 1 foul apiece for Viers and Yates. Look at the team stats there. You're going to have Judson 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Triton has not gotten there yet. Trojans shooting 5 of 13 from beyond the arc, or inside the arc. 7 of 15 for the Lady Jays. 1 of 6 from beyond the arc for the Trojans, and 1 of 8. So only 2 3-pointers in the game, and 7 turnovers for the Trojans and 6 for the Lady Jays. So, a lot of similarities there. But like I said, that defense by the Lady Jays, Triton's going to find a way to answer that offensively.
Fairly even, really. Stat-wise, just fairly even. Just a few more buckets made a difference here.
So that being said, we're going to take a break here at halftime. We'll be right back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, welcome back, Triton Trojan fans. Andy here alongside Kinsey Atkins as the Lady Jays clinging to it, or has a big 9-point lead here over the Trojans, who only got about 5 points put up in that quarter. Kaden, we were just talking, that defense by North Judson. Triton's got to find a way offensively. How do you do that to penetrate a tough defense like that?
Well, you be patient. It's not going to come with forcing 15-foot passes. You know, be patient, back cut if you're not open. Someone else will come fill your spot. Set screens for each other, get each other open. Move better without the basketball so you can score when you get the basketball.
And like I said, that's one thing I really like having Kaden here doing this, because he can pull stuff out like that. I would never got to play on the court, but having his player influence, you know, seeing that right there, like you said, be patient. And we saw that. We saw a patient group in that first quarter. They need to go back playing like how they were in the first quarter, because they have the potential to play hard, but North Judson here, look for them to have a big third quarter.
Triton goes away from the box and one defense on Lillian Frazier and comes into a 2-3 zone. That should be white ball.
We go to Triton there as a uncommon miscue there on that pass for the Lady Jays in this ball game. As Triton will get their first offensive look. The Lady Jays kind of seem like they're going to keep that pressure defense there, that three-quarter court defense.
Yep. There's that trap, that first pass trap.
Down to Viers. She'll have to get up in a hurry. Banks open for Abbey Viers. 4 points for that young lady. As Triton now down back by 7. That was a good job there by Abbey Viers. She had enough room there, but like you said, that outside game, they're really knowing that, hey, we can play down low, which is really Triton's strength.
When you look at their roster, it should be they have 3 girls at that 5'11", 6 foot, 4 girls with Bules if you include her in there. So get the ball inside. Let them work inside, outside. I'm telling you, that's the way to win basketball games.
Lillian Frazier just showed off some good offensive skills to get herself back to the line. Can't get the friendly roll there. She hit a free throw on an and one opportunity there at the end of the first half. Andy O'Hara alongside Kinsey Atkins, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. We're live from the Trojan Trenches. The Lady Jays go up by 8 with 7:12 to go in the third quarter. Hepler with it now. She's going to work up to the half-court line. Going to kick it over to Yates. Here comes that trap. Back to Viers in the high post. Hepler, she gets her first look at 3 and gets it to go. A friendly bounce in the backboard. Hepler got that one to go. Late Christmas present for her, 23-18.
And maybe another present, getting that shot off in front of Frazier, who was right there. Just missed it.
About a half a step late for her.
If I remember right, I think her birthday is just before Christmas, too.
I do. I'm pretty sure it is.
Emma's?
Yep, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there.
Frazier right wing threes up, and they answer right back with a 3-ball of their own.
Sophia Frazier, 3.
Triton works it up patiently. Trap's going to hold back for this one. Back down to Abbey Viers, back out to Yates. She hit the lone 3 for the Trojans in that first half. Feeds Viers, goes to go up strong. Nice defense by Chambers. She'll block it there. And Triton will go down to inbound.
And when you're denying a post player like that, like Judson was there, that's exactly where you want your help side to be. That backside, don't allow that lob, as North Judson got burned on it a couple times earlier today.
Hostrawser on the baseline has got to feed a quick skip pass to Viers, who goes back out to Kinsey Atkins. Burkett closes out on her in a hurry. Back to Yates. Atkins on the left wing. Go back on top to Hostrawser. Back to Yates. Step back 3. It's up. Can't get that one to go. Hostrawser fighting with Frazier for the rebound, but Lillian Frazier flexes her muscles and brings down that rebound.
Stop the ball.
To Harper. Kicks outside. Chambers thought about it. Back to Sophia Frazier. She hit a 3 a moment ago. Short of the mark on that one. Kinsey Atkins with the rebound. And Frazier's going to work with her all the way up the rest of the way of the court.
Judson's only still shooting 2 of 10 from behind that arc.
What are we?
We're 2 of 8.
Hepler down the left wing. Trying to work that ball somewhere. She now picked up her dribble in the corner. Got to go somewhere with it. Got to get rid of it.
Someone's got to help.
Ooh. Feeds it. Oh, that went through the legs of the Judson player. Kinsey Atkins, 3 balls up off the mark, just off to the right there. As Lillian Frazier with the rebound. Kinsey Atkins with the hustle play comes and takes it away from the senior. On to Yates on the right side. Down into Viers, who's trying to get position on Chambers. Goes up strong, can't get it to go. Tough defense by Chambers. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go off, they say, on Abbey Viers.
It was a weird seal. She had her sealed like with her back away from the basket. You never really see that. Never see the pass completed too, anyway.
So Frazier down the right wing. Here comes a little bit of a trap there by the Trojans, as Bules and Addyson Viers will check back in. That's next dead ball for the Trojans. Harper now on over to Frazier on the right wing. Back on top. Harper kicks out to Frazier. Down to Chambers on the baseline. She'll go through. We're going to get Abbey Viers with the body.
And if it is, that's going to be her third.
As Coach Heckaman just told her there, you can't reach out that leg. You got to step over and block the path. As Hepler comes out and Abbey Viers will come out following that foul. She's got 3 personal. Correct?
Yes, and team second this half.
Oh, I guess I could have looked at the scoreboard. Still getting used to being in person. Frazier now, 3 balls up, and she can't get that one to go. Lillian Frazier runs it down, kicks it back to her sister. She'll drives back down to Burkett. Banks open for that young lady.
Olivia Burkett.
10-point ball game, largest lead.
You might have to take a sock off.
Going to get a foul down low. It's going to be on Harper.
Her third.
So both 24s got 3 fouls. Emma Hepler will check back in for Hostrawser. And Morgan Hensley, the 5'8" sophomore, will check in, as well as Dusek for the Lady Jays. 28-18 is our score as Atkins goes to inbound. Gets Bules, who got freed up for a moment, but Atkins tries to get out, but Dusek with a nice defense, got a hand on it. It's going to go out on Taren Yates.
Substitutions for the Lady Blue Jays, number 11, Jordan Dusek. And number 52,
Burkett will bring it up now for the Lady Jays.
For Triton, number 22.
Both teams searching for their 5th win of the season. Frazier steps into a 2, can't get the roll. Sophia Frazier fights for it, rips it away. Step back 3 for Frazier's up, no good. Rebound, Taren Yates. Yates now past the half-court line. Yep. But we're going to call a double dribble. She kind of hesitated there just a little bit, and that drew the double dribble call. Sometimes when you go to hesitate there, that's kind of tough. I know I always struggled with that. When I went to hesitate and my body got kind of ahead of my hands and my head, I knew what I wanted to do, but.
Yep. Your mind moved faster than your body there.
Frazier now goes in the paint. Long strides, can't get the roll there as Hensley gets the rebound. She kicks it back on top. Frazier to Frazier. Back down to Burkett. She's going to work against the freshman, and she'll lose it. It went through Emma Hepler's legs, and they're going to say it went out.
Emma didn't touch it.
No, it went right through her legs. The ref.
Didn't he point? Did he point?
Yeah, the one on the baseline said it was.
Yeah, I would think that'd be his call. He was the closest official, but don't leave 32.
On to Frazier now. Bules kind of a little bit away from her. Goes to Burkett there in the high post. Gets it to go. Well, middle post, I guess. Ain't quite the high post. Middle post.
I think at this point, Coach Heckaman has to go back to the box-and-one defense.
Atkins with it on the right wing. Going to go up top to Addyson Viers. On to Yates. Back to Kinsey. She'll work right, trying to get Hepler freed up, but Frazier's defense is not letting Emma Hepler freed up. She hit 1-3. I don't think Frazier's going to let her get another attempt. Addyson Viers keeps that pivot foot planted. Kinsey Atkins step back 3 is in. Kinsey Atkins gets that one to drop. Nice job there by her. Frazier comes right back, trying, like Kaden said, in that 2-3 zone.
I think Judson just has too many weapons, and Frazier can operate a little better against the 2-3 zone. If she can't touch the ball in a box-and-one,
yeah,
I don't know. I think I'd probably go back to it.
I call that foul on Emma Hepler. I would have guessed Bules on that one.
Yeah, they were both right there, hit her about the same time.
That'll send Morgan Hensley to the line for 2.
She has not been to the line yet tonight.
As she's seen her first varsity action here in this 3rd quarter. As Abbey Viers will check in for Taren Yates. She'll get a quick break. You know, as a collective group, there's a lot of good things that the Trojans are doing here tonight. I'm very impressed with the play they are. You know, granted, you erase what's on the scoreboard, but this group here as a collective, they're making – you see a lot of positives out there. Hensley can't get that one to go off the side iron as Kinsey Atkins gets the rebound, goes over to Emma Hepler. Frazier going to stick right to her, goes right back to where she knows the shooter's at. Bules trying to use that spin move. As Abbey Viers trying to get position, goes up top to Addison. Luckily she was there. It was a high pass. As Atkins with on the left wing, back on top to Bules. Hepler trying to lose. It's a game of hide and seek down there against her and Frazier.
Well, the screener on that play has to find Frazier and screener. You can't just stand in your stationary spot.
Kinsey Atkins, she hit one a moment ago. Can she get another one? Can't get that one to go. Bules with the tough rebound. And they're going to call a foul on Burkett.
Judson foul, number 14.
So that's going to be her first, team second.
Chambers is going to check back in for Hensley.
Substitution for Lady Blue Jays, number 10, Abby Chambers.
Trying to get open up. A little slow to come out of that inbound. Atkins step back, three in the corner, too strong. Chambers with a nice box out. She'll get the rebound. Frazier up to Frazier as Lillian will come across. Cross court. Dusick in the left wing for three and gets it to go. 12-point ball game, largest lead for the Lady Jays. Atkins with us. She works over here to Bules. Addyson Viers trying to get position on Sophia Frazier down low as Viers gets in the high post. Back to Addison. She's in the low block, goes up strong to Lillian Frazier. Or excuse me, Sophia Frazier, slow to get straight up on that one.
It's her first foul.
Right thing, she went straight up there, but just a little late. And I think that's where they got her on the foul. We'll see Addison Viers, the freshman, going to the line. She's really grown this season.
Yep, she hasn't been up to the line yet tonight.
Is this our first trip to the free throw line?
Yes.
Substitution for the Lady Trojans.
Yates will check in for Kinsey Atkins. She'll get a break. Both teams with 3 team fouls. Addyson Viers goes to again. Shots up and in. 1 for 2 on that trip as they're now down by 11. Lillian Frazier brings it up. On to Burkett on the right wing. Oh. Lillian Frazier showing off the good hands there to bring that one back. Stusik goes to Burkett. No look pass. Deep three for Frazier's in. She was confident in that one, and she stared that one down, and she willed it into the basket. Nice shot there. Emma Hepler with it.
She's leading everybody with 15 points.
Young lady's going to have a bright future in basketball if she goes to collegiate level. Yates gets on the right wing.
I imagine that's going to happen.
A nice job by Burkett to knock that one away from the ball handlers. Frazier now will go with her sister on a 2-on-3 fast break. She'll take it herself. Can't get that one to go. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. They're going to say they're going to give it to the Trojans.
Make up for that other one.
As Lexia Hostrawser checks in with 15.5 to go here in the third quarter. As Addyson Viers gets a break. Emma Hepler getting her workout in this first game back. As Frazier's not letting her out of her sight. Now they're going to fall back to a zone defense, looks like. You got to find somewhere to go with it. Got to shoot it.
Yep,
2 seconds.
Put it off.
Hepler got to get off, but Frazier's there to block it. 36-22 as we head into the fourth quarter.
I'll just do this quick since it takes too long to push it across. Of course, Hostrawser still with those 6 points is leading the Trojans. Yates with 5, Viers with 4, Atkins and Hepler each with 3, and Addyson Viers with 1. The Fraziers, 15 for Lillian and 10 for Sophia, 6 for Burkett, 3 for Dusick, and 2 for Chambers. And as far as fouls, we do have Harper for North Judson having 3. And I thought we had, and Abbey Viers with 3. So that's our big foul trouble there.
So as you have that there, the Lady Trojans will be heading up to South Central on Monday. We'll have the boys game here on Monday as well against Oregon Davis.
It's going to be one of those dual deals.
And North Judson will be heading to the tournament over there at Warsaw in the Tiger Den to take on Chesterton.
Oh.
So that'll be on Saturday for them. But then next week, start the NBA schedule.
Awesome.
Get me out of work faster. The nice thing is most of it's home for us.
Yeah. That I like next week is all at home. I like, except for South Central. But boss man, is that going to be a? Well, I know we're not talking at that one, but
don't know yet.
All right.
Keep an eye on for the thing with that. As Orion will let you know on the website. As we go to work here in this fourth quarter, Yates on the right wing, Sophia Frazier out there on her. Now back to a man defense for the Lady Jays. And that's one thing with this team. They're coached they are coached well. They can just effortlessly change into different styles of defense. As Yates gets a 3 to go coming out of the fourth quarter.
Yates for 3.
And that's something to be said. As you can see, a group effortlessly change defenses so quick and fall back in, and they go right back in. Both all those different styles are very effective.
Yep. Just got a fingertip on it.
I didn't know Frazier touched it or not afterwards.
I didn't know if I was going to finish that word or not twice. I don't know why I went back to it twice or I couldn't get it the first time. Okay, it's confidence. Kaden talked about that earlier.
Confidence.
Got to be confident. If you're going to mess it up, do it 100 mile an hour.
Yep.
Chambers up, high pass to Harper, and she's like, that one close call on a travel.
Yeah. Look.
Lillian Frazier feeds Chambers. Banks open for that young lady. 13-point ball game. I haven't had to use my cheat number. I've been using my flashcards.
Yeah, you're welcome.
See? Hey.
That's what I got you for Christmas.
See, Kaden got me flashcards. I've been practicing. You know, there's no cheat button on games you watch on TV.
No. Yep, that's
and
right.
5 seconds there is Frazier with the tough defense on Emma Hepler. As Hepler's had her hands full all night. Lillian Frazier with her tough defense. Timeout for the Lady Trojans and Coach Heckaman.
That leaves them with 2. North Judson still has 4 timeouts.
Oh, North Judson's been playing pretty soundly. I don't see a reason they've had to use the timeout so far. So
no, and like I said, you know, they kind of pulled in to kind of change things up there. But like I said, Coach Heckaman, this group here is a different group we saw in those previous few games. Where it was tough sledding for that group in those few games there without Emma Hepler. And you know, this group here, there's a lot of positives that they've done. And they moved the ball well. But they got to keep moving with on that off-ball movement. You got to keep moving. You can't stay put. You got to keep moving.
And I noticed they're trying to set screens, but they're not finding a defender to set the screen on. They're just kind of motionary. Oh, maybe you run off of me, but that's just little things that come with practice and repetition. Eventually, you'll figure that stuff out. And still a little bit ways to go here in the season. So
as we said, like I said, I mean, a couple weeks got by county for that run, and then not too far after that, sectional play will start for these ladies. You know, they got a little bit of time yet. They got a stretch here with some winnable games where some opponents where we'll see if that hard work goes against and see what they can do with them. So Hepler, Atkins, Hostrawser, Viers, and Yates, the 5 out there for Lady Trojans. As Burkett, Harper, both Sophia and Lillian Frazier, and Chambers, the 5 out there for the Lady Jays with 6:40 to go here. Lady Jays up by 13. Harper's got, she'll come up past the half-court line. Kicks it on over. Sophia Frazier getting freed up into the corner. She's hit some threes in this ball game. Nice job by Yates to jump the route there and knock it away. In this game, you see them jump the routes a lot better in this game. They're seeing them where that ball is going to go ahead and really their confidence on defense is a lot better.
Yep.
Harper now kicks out. Burkett goes on over to Frazier. She's in the corner, back on top. Goes to Harper. Frazier trying to get, I guess Kaden called for it earlier, that size mismatch down low with Atkins. And Frazier will get the foul as Kinsey will reach right around there.
Triton foul, number 4.
Well, that's her first, so she can try that a few more times.
I was always told I got 5. If I forgot one, I still got 4 left in the, there's one there for Viers. I'll send Frazier to the line for 2. I was always told, you know, you got 5. If you used 1 in the first 3 quarters, it means you got 4 left for the fourth quarter.
Use them up.
Use them up.
And speaking of that,
but make them worth it.
That's her 4th, Abby's 4th.
As Frazier now will go again. First free throw's up and in.
Bules is checking in.
As Abbey Viers will come out. She's played a lot better tonight, finding position there down low, getting those second chance buckets and getting herself posted up. She's done a great job. And her smiles down there. I told her she plays better when she smiles, and she was smiling down there, so I like that. Frazier gets the friendly bounce to go. 40-25 is our score. Just trying to work against this defense. And, you know, facing different styles of defense is going to make you tougher and come postseason play. You'll know how to kind of handle it and what to prepare for. Frazier almost jumped the route there. She has been stuck to Emma Hepler all night, taking away the 3-ball from the senior. Yates back to Hostrawser. Hepler trying to get freed up. Atkins with the screen. Yates now works left.
They're getting back into that habit of inching away from the.
And Yates been over and back. Has one kind of had a move where she wanted to go, but didn't look the ball and took off, you know. Tough play there.
They're getting back to that habit of creeping out towards the half-court line instead of back cutting and let someone else fill their spot. And
nice job by Hostrawser to get that one knocked away. Atkins fell to the floor. Yates is going to come in and fight for it, and she'll knock it out of bounds. Good hustle play there by the Trojans on defense. It is quiet in here. It is eerily quiet.
The chat's pretty quiet tonight, too.
I'm afraid to talk. I know I can be loud.
I think we're yelling.
I think everybody's watching. We got 100 and.
Well, they won't need to watch in here. They can hear me talk.
Yeah.
I didn't catch who shot that.
I didn't either. I was too busy talking.
I think it was Sophie.
Yates kicks it over to Kinsey Atkins on the right wing. Going to work away from the screen. She'll go baseline. Treats out. The countdown started. Got to get rid of it. Goes to Bules.
There she goes. Works one-on-one. Either draw them all down and pop it out.
Atkins catch and shoot. A little too strong there. Bules with the rebound. A chance to put it back up just underneath the basket. Can't get down to go. Frazier with the rebound. Lillian Frazier now with it. Kicks it up court to Harper. She'll go left. Back into the middle. Back to Frazier for a 2. Can't get that one to go. Rebound Bules. Up to Hepler. Works away from the screen. She's going to try to drive and draw a foul, and it goes to the line. They're going to call the call on the floor.
That ref.
I thought
he pointed to this ref.
I thought he counted the basket. The far ref did.
He's wanting the call for the basket. They're going to have a quick conference here.
Yeah, he just kind of, the far ref just kind of pointed to the guy underneath.
I got a feeling they're going to call us on the floor. Yep. Took too long. It's a nice hustle play there by Hepler to try to get in there to get that contested shot to go.
Now you got to remember who the foul was.
They're going to call on Burkett.
That's her second.
Judson foul, number 14.
It's like when all of the NFL refs come together. You know they're going to pick up the flag. This conference doesn't take that long.
I'll come to a point here in just a minute with the officials. Bules will kick out to Yates on the left wing. Back to Kinsey Atkins. She'll work it back. Hepler with it now. Trying to get freedom now. She's had a little bit of a different matchup there with Chambers pulling out to her. Yates down in the corner. Trying to direct traffic. Got to go somewhere. Bules is going to get fouled by Frazier. What I was going to say there, you know, I watched that lip sync, the lip reading guys that make fun of the NFL, whatever. Bad lip reads. However, how many times do you think the refs go in there and say, all right, guys, what are we having for dinner tonight? that would be me in that huddle. Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, let's have the debate. Bules now kicks out to Atkins on the left wing, up top to Yates, back to Hepler. Works with the screen, trying to get freed up away from Frazier. As Lillian's kind of switched over, she gets a piece of that one. She's going to run it down, but Kinsey Atkins somehow stays with it. Hostrawser trying to work with the screen. Hepler will drive, goes up strong again and can't get a call. Frazier back to Lillian. Frazier, but Yates is there to tip it away, but she keeps possession. 3.5 to go and a timeout for North Judson. They're going to use a full timeout here. So the boys will take on a pretty tough Oregon Davis team on Monday that defeated Tippecanoe Valley the other night. I mean, that's, you know, I was reading up on kind of watch some game film on them tomorrow, and Friday. But I'm telling you what, that Oregon Davis team, they're playing some really good basketball
They're
right
a tough team.
They are tough.
Larry must have got things turned around.
Hey, he's done an outstanding job because that group there, how they played against Tippecanoe Valley the other night, from what I read, it was out. I mean, they're going to be tough. The boys are going to have to be ready to rock and roll Monday. They can't, no Christmas break hangover on that one. And the girls go up to a tough South Central team as Orion's going to go up there and do game film at least.
That'll be the minimum. And whether he can broadcast or not. Or internet.
You know, Orion, you could do some talking while you're up there.
No.
Yeah.
I could send Danny or Jackson up. You know, I may not understand what they're trying to say, but I could send them with you. I'm always willing to let my kids go somewhere else. Well, that means it's quieter at my house.
We'll be here. What do you care if
It'll still be quieter. So Burkett, Sophia, and Lillian Frazier out there for Lady Jays. Harper and Chambers, Bules, Yates, Abbey Viers, Lexia Hostrawser, and Kinsey Atkins, the 5 out there for Triton. As Hepler gets a break, as she's had a tough night. I mean, she's played strong, but trying to get away from Lillian Frazier, that defense has just wore her down.
Frazier's played outstanding on both ends of the court here.
3:13 to go. Lady Jays looking to add to their lead.
They might just kind of do a little bit of a stall.
And they don't need to score.
Yep.
You know, and in talking to probably down there in Neubauer.
Got to give a shout out to Thunder Strikes. He super chatted us during a JV game.
That's right.
Yes,
that's
did.
right.
Now, number 14, Atkins.
He says go Big Blue Swish. And Kennard Cook, he's watching for North Judson. He says go North Judson as St. Pierre. And it looks like my brother's on tech support. He said go good luck, Lady Trojans.
Spin move. Spin cycles up. Can't get that one to go. Hostrawser tips it to Bules. They come away with it. Going to cut back into this deficit here as Yates on the attack. Works with the screen. Up to Atkins. Got to work close to that three-point line. As Kaden said, they're kind of getting back in that habit of working away from it.
I mean,
High pass. Hostrawser gets it, but slapped away by Chambers. Good defense by her. Bules with it now on that elbow. Kicks back on top to Atkins. Yates with it. Chambers knocks it away. Lillian Frazier with it now, getting through the tight defense. She's going to take a coast-to-coast. Floaters up, too strong off the backboard. Hostrawser with the rebound.
She has 17, Frazier does. Just 2 points in this fourth quarter.
Up to Yates now. On top to Hostrawser. Feeds Abbey Viers, who got good position down low. She'll get fouled by Chambers and go to the line for 2. That's going to send Hensley back in for the Lady Jays.
Chambers' second foul.
First shot's up there, just a little short of the mark.
Substitution for Lady Blue Jays, number 52, Morgan Hensley.
It's going to feel weird getting out of here at what? 7:15 maybe?
Yeah.
Wow. Are we going to try our new interview system?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's been a long enough day with audio problems.
I understand. I understand. As Viers gets the second one to go. I believe gives her
5 points.
5 points on the evening. Harper up to Chambers. Chambers goes up strong. We're going to get a foul on the floor before the shot.
That'll put Abbey out of the game.
That'll be it for the senior Abbey Viers. Addison will come in for her. You know, Abbey had a pretty good game tonight. You know, 5 points, but how she worked against a tough post, she's got to be proud of how she played because she played really strong down low on offense and defense. She did a good job tonight. Yeah, the fouls racked up. You're going to have that happen. But yet, how she played down in the paint tonight, she did a lot better.
Number 34, Addyson Viers.
Chambers gets down, go back iron, no good off the mark there. We're going to get a jump ball, and it's going to go stay here with North Judson as Hensley will check in for Chambers.
Let's see if I remember right. For boys' game, I think it's still on as being senior night.
Yeah, that's
Monday.
Yep.
And then Wednesday's girls' senior night.
If everybody stays off the naughty list.
Oh, yeah.
Do we play Tuesday?
No.
No.
No game Tuesday. So it looks like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I believe.
Yes. And that's a girls' game on Friday.
Boys game on Friday. John Glenn's on Friday.
You're right.
And then the girls play Thursday as it stands right now with Manchester coming up here.
Gotcha. I was backwards on that one.
I won't call them the Squirrels.
And I think I got a junior high 7th and 8th grade game in there on one of those nights, too.
Yep. Oh, you got one on Saturday now, too. Is that one got rescheduled?
Yep, that one just got, as we was here setting up or do the game, we just got that changed from Bremen in the middle of the week to a Saturday.
As it looks right here, looks like the Lady Jays are going to improve to 5-3 on the year. They'll get their first conference win of this season. Going to come second to last day of the year. Frazier down low. Bank is closed there as Bules gets the rebound with 1.5 minutes to go. She'll work against Harper, trying to use that spin move.
I don't know how to say that.
No.
Hostrawser kicks it back to Bules. Got to find somewhere to go. Kicks it on over to Yates. She'll go baseline. Puts the floater up and gets the roll. Taren Yates gets another one to go.
Gets her up to 10 points.
Yates double figures in back-to-back games as we're in the final minute of the ball game. Triton trails by 12.
Yes, your Andy math is correct.
That is right.
There we go. Had to check the button. I got worried there for a second. Question my confidence. Frazier loses it through there, and it'll be a foul on the Trojans.
Bules.
That'll send her to the lines. They're in the bonus.
I'm going to call it 1-1.
That's her first. Of course, team's 8.
Did you change your mind?
Yeah.
So I'm looking like, wait a minute, he said no.
It looks like he's in a good mood.
We'll try out our new system again. Do you want to go down and explain it? Oop.
Wrong person.
There we go. She'll get that one to go. Yates will bring it up. On to Hostrawser, top the key. Back to Bules. Tipped by Frazier. She'll hang on to it.
Walking a tightrope over there. Underneath the foul.
They're going to call on Sophia Frazier. Going to call a foul on her.
That makes her 3rd.
So they'll go to the line now.
Send your best.
Addyson Viers.
Run your best shooter to the line.
Well, her and Abby's the only one's been.
Yeah.
Gets the friendly roll. 42-29, a chance to draw back in within 12 here. Second shot, a little too strong at the back iron. Bules with the rebound. Chance for another basket here with 25 seconds to go.
Very nice.
Spin move, and one.
And the spin, the signature Jaelyn Bules spin move goes up there, and a chance for an and one opportunity.
This could be a 4-point play.
Hey.
Judson foul number 52, Hensley.
The rare 4-point play. Bules' free throw is up back iron as Frazier gets it.
They'll most likely just hold it for the rest of this here.
Yep.
Lady Jays, as we said, are going to improve to 5-3 on the season. Orion's getting the microphone ready. We will try to have we'll have an interview with Coach Heckaman. Frazier's trying to spin away from Bules there.
Yep.
Did you send those?
I sent it.
And Kenny sends the stats. He'll read. One of you guys can read them off here.
Make sure that's through.
As Orion gets that figured out.
I think I get.
Well, we might be off. We will have a little break here once Kenny gets things kind of figured out here.
Slip across.
Oh.
You're good. All right, there we go. North Judson, of course, Lillian Frazier with 19, Sophia Frazier with 10, Burkett with 6, Chambers with 4, and Dusick with 3. He's got me unplugged here. For the Trojans, Taren Yates led the way with 10, Hostrawser with 6, Abbey Viers with 5, Atkins with 3, Hepler 3, and Addyson and Bules each with 2. And as far as the team stats here, the free throws, Trojans errors 3 of 7, or North Judson was 10 of 15. 2 points, Trojans shot their way 8 of 20, 10 to 26 for North Judson. 3-pointers 4 of 15 compared to 4 of 14 for the North Judson, and turnovers there 13 and 8.
And with a game high 19 points, Lillian Frazier.
So with that.
So that being said, we're going to have an interview with Coach Heckaman here. We'll have a break. We'll be right back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, welcome back, Triton Trojan fans. Andrew here, and we have Coach Heckaman here. Coach, this is a team that looked a lot better than what they kind of had a little tough few game skid there. This group looked like they responded really well tonight against Judson.
We did a lot of things well. We worked over break on trying to take care of the ball better, getting the ball in the post. We just ran into a team with a really good player today in Frazier. I mean, she's the best player we play against all year, and she showed it at times. And we made her work for it, but she did a nice job.
Yeah, and you go along with there, 13 turnovers by our count here tonight. The girls did a lot better with the basketball. You saw a lot of better movement there, and especially in that first quarter. They really came out. We saw them working inside out there quite a bit, but Emma had to run for her life against Frazier. She was stuck to her all night. Poor Emma, she's first game back. I'll bet she's tired.
She is. She tweaked her knee a little bit at the end, so we're hopeful that's nothing big and she'll be okay. But she had to work hard. Frazier's not going to let her get anything off. Kind of took that three-point threat away for us. But I thought we did a lot better setting screens, moving the ball around. Next step is working on getting that ball in the post a little bit better, at better angles. We forced a few passes from way out. If we can get it inside out, that's going to open things up for everybody.
Now, the first game coming into 2021, you're going to face a very tough South Central team. What kind of things we need to expect to going against them on Monday night?
You talked about it already. We've got to take care of the ball. They're going to run a 1-3-1 and trap like crazy. They're very good at it, very long and athletic. If we can take care of the ball against them, I think we can get a lot of good open looks, and we just got to step up and knock them down. All
right, Coach. We'll appreciate your time with us, and good luck on Monday night. Happy New Year. And with that being said, Andrew Hare for Coach Heckaman, Kaden Atkins, Orion, Lemler, and Kenny Barnhart. Until next time, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.